It's basically a two-party elected dictatorship. We call it a duopoly. And they're all fighting ferociously over who's going to go to the White House so they can take up residence and take the orders from their corporate paymasters. Giuliani's Bush on steroids. Is extremely militaristic, extremely aggressive, a one-note Charlie, and people are beginning to see that. It's beginning to decline in the polls. I think the Republican slate of presidential candidates comes closest to being a 21st century puppet show than anything anybody could have conceived of in the realm of fiction. Huckabee stands out only because in some of his rhetoric he doesn't appear to be all that Republican. So that's where we're at. You know, the standards are so diminished that small differences stand out. It's harder to get on the ballot in this country by far than any Western democracy. 50 different state laws, hundreds of different county laws. It's a total nightmare created by the two parties to avoid competition. I don't think they're going to do it this time because we're going to be ready for them if I decide to run. I'm going to decide within a month or so. But the big factor is Bloomberg, Mayor Bloomberg of New York City. I mean, if he goes in, he's got $1 billion. He could turn the Republican Party into the third party if he goes in as an independent. Well, I'm thinking of calling him up and asking him to run. I think he should run. There are a few candidates that have a anti-big business rhetoric. One of them, Dennis Kucinich, running for the Democratic primary, has got a record of that. It's not just talk. The other is Senator Mike Gravel, who has a record of that, and it's not just talk. But they are totally marginalized and are a subject of jokes on late-night television shows. The other, so we say mainstream Democratic candidate is Edwards, John Edwards. His rhetoric is a remarkable change from 2004 when he ran with John Kerry and was essentially muzzled. Basically, he's not all that different from Hillary. He talks a little differently, shorter sentences. He doesn't talk senatese. And obviously, being an African American who's right up there in the polls, excites people. He tries to convey that he's trying to create a new atmosphere. He's extremely smart. The question is he courageous enough? He'll wear thin when people start asking him or hoping to hear from him about some of these tough distribution of power issues. Yeah, Hillary is basically a programmed politician. She and Bill have a software program, and basically you don't challenge concentrated power. She was on the Senate Armed Service Committee. She never saw a major obsolete weapons system she didn't like. Yeah, I mean, to witness Bill and Hillary Clinton all over again in the White House, it's just a replay